My name is Darcy. Thank you for joining us today with me and my daughter Jocelyn. We are going to be reading 1 cent, 2 cent, old cent, new cent. It's all about money. Oh, and we have a special surprise for you. Thanks for joining us. This is presented by the Delaware College Investment Plan. All right. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and you know something funny? We're about to have fun learning all about money. Where does it come from? Can you answer that, please? I'll give you a hint. It does not
come from trees.
Just 1 penny each it'll cost you to see the Museum of Money. Step up and pay me. People bartered to buy things in ancient times. They did not have pennies or nickels or dimes. This meant that the beekeeper might want to swap his store of honey for a farmer's wheat crop. If the farmer liked honey, a deal could be struck. If the farmer liked jam, it was the keeper's bad luck. So bartering. People would fight over deals that they made. Was this a good swap? Did I make a fair trade? You don't know? Okay. Perhaps this is why money was invested. It was easier to use and decay was prevented. It was easy to carry and count, and what's more, it was easy to save, and it was easy to store. What's an old form of money? I'm so glad you asked me. I'll give you a hint. It came from the sea. Seashells were used to barter and trade. A handful of shells, and you had it made. At this time, Jocelyn has a surprise that she wants to share with everyone.
You have to get on the rock.
She has. Bring it over to the camera, honey.
Snails!
She has snails, which everyone knows is a type of a mollusk. So, type of a seashell that could have been used. Yeah, we're not seeing it, but that's okay.
Sorry, I'll bring them up higher out of the box that I have been snail watching a few days.
So the museum.
But here are the snails. And that once fell on my desk, and now it fell on the floor. Sorry, of these little snails attached to
The Delaware Museum of Natural History has over 2 million mollusks or shales in their collection. It's in the top 10 in the entire United States.
Mm-hmm.
And these are ours. These are not the museum's. Obviously, they are alive. They still have their animal inside. All right, they are bladder snails, in fact. All right,
Yes,
back.
Mommy learned that from the museum, actually. She asked.
I did.
We were playing in the stream one day, and then we found these snails.
Okay, well, let's get back to the book, okay? Thank you for the surprise. Feathers and eggs. Hey, we also have collections of those at the museum.
And also, no problem for the surprise. There's also going to be some drawings at the end of the snails. Thank you. Oh, and Jocelyn out. Thank you. Thank you for Mommy to read.
Feathers and eggs and leather and jade and some other things from which money was made. But eggs could get scrambled and leather got dirty. Money needed to last, and it should be solid and sturdy. So people mined ore, copper, silver, and gold. They melted it down and poured it into a mold. In the shape of a bar, these ingots were made. Folks hauled them around and would use them for trade-in. In the kingdom of Lydia, part of Turkey, you see, the Lydians made ingots in 900 BC. Then someone in Lydia had a brainstorm, make metal coins, a far handier form. We've dug up these coins all over the place. Each coin has a lion's head stamped on its face. The Lydians were sailors, and you may have read that's how the use of their coins might have spread. Here is a fact I'm happy to tell you. Folks other places began to make coins too. In China, the furthest of far eastern places, some coins shaped like calories, going back to the shells, had lines on their faces. Cowries are shells, yes. Other coins contain holes for a string to pass through so coins could be carried together with you. A string of such coins added up to a cash. You tied up the string on a belt or a sash. In Greece, that's enough with the snails. In Greece, they stamped coins with various things, like a picture of Pegasus, the horse who had wings. This coin had an owl on its face. With my guess, it stood for Athena, the wisest goddess. Now, even today, some heads of state put their heads onto coins, like Caesar the Great. Here is a fact we think is so neat. Money's made in a mint, not the kind you eat. Thing 1 and thing 2 are about to mint dimes. Mints work much the same as they in ancient times. How to make a dime, one step at a time. This is brought to you by thing 1 and thing 2. 1. Heat metals together until they are hot and melted to goop inside of a pot. Pour goop in a cast, also known as a mold. Strike goop with the image before it turns cold. Remove from the cast. Oh, isn't it this funny time to have fun with your shiny new money? Ancients kept money where they prayed and gave thanks. In this way, the temples became the first banks. The temple you went to save or to borrow for as long as 2 years or as short as tomorrow. When your money is saved in a savings account, the bank then pays you a smallish amount. Interest is the name for the fee that you owe to the bank of the money they loan you, you know. This smallish amount that the bank pays to you is the interest you've earned, and it's only your due. The smallest coin ever, it's so hard to see. See the Indian phantom back next to that BB? You would think that they might lose count of their hoard, but dents in some wood would make a neat counting board. From the island of Yap came the heaviest ones, limestone coins 8 feet wide, each weighing 3 tons. Carrying these coins, some Yap ships sank. Could you fit a Yap coin in your piggy bank? Definitely not. Traveling to parts of the New World with me, here are some Spanish coins I would like you to see. Spain's explorers sent home from the New World as freight gold doubloons and pieces of 8. The most valuable coins in those parts were these. To steal them, some pirates sailed all 7 seas. American settlers minted coins such as these, stamped with the image of local trees. For money, the natives strung seashells and beads into belts of wampum for their trading needs. And when it became a new nation and free, the United States minted its own currency. I have some with me. As you see, I have many. The kind that I have is a little red penny. It was made in the year 1793. Here's the 1/2 cents you might like to see. Here is another one. It's also red. It's the penny we know as the Indian head. In 1909, that's the year I'm thinking, we began to mint pennies with the face of Abe Lincoln. During World War II, a brave time I do feel, pennies were made out of zinc-coated steel. We needed copper for wartime, but then after the war, we used copper again. Some pennies I've shown you from so long ago are worth nearly $1,000 or so. Here is a great word you can add to your list. A collector of coins is a numismatist. Apparently I can't say it. Pennies to dollars, we mint the whole range, but mostly we use all these coins to make change. It's paper that's king, but paper gets rotten, so we make paper money from linen and cotton. When you study your money in these days who bothers, you will find on it faces of a nation's fathers. What's the dollar sign mean? Could it be? Take a guess. Does it come from a U printed under an S? My numismatist friend has told me of late it might come from the Spanish pieces of 8. On the 10,000 bill, you will find the face of Abe Lincoln's treasurer, Salmon Portland Chase. Will you find one around? No, you probably won't. There are no longer print bills of this size. No, they don't. If they print them again, do you think that maybe the face
will be on the cat in the hat?
Thank you for joining us.
And Cat in the Hat viewers, goodbye. There's a snail on my hand.
Thank you.